Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to War Thunder for the Japanese Pacific Theater campaign. As I've said in the past two episodes, this was a bought DLC. You need to buy the DLC. And I'm not sponsored by War Thunder whatsoever. I'm just doing this to do it, show what both sides were kind of dealing with. Yeah, this is the part 3 of the Japanese side. Each series will have 4 parts, I believe. Yes, 4 parts.
I was only hearing a little bit of the first.
Zeke, shut up.
No.
I can tell. I'm looking at the freaking thing right now, and I can tell that no one's watched it. It still says 0 views.
Well, I said I was in it. You idiot.
Let's head straight to the battle. June 4th.
Military base at the end of the Hawaiian Island chain. A vital outpost for the U.S. naval forces. First carrier striking force and Midway invasion force approximately 300 miles out. Approaching Midway from the northeast and the southeast. Early morning that day, first carrier striking force under the command of Vice Admiral Chuichi begins the first phase of operation. Airstrike on Midway Atoll base.
This is definitely one of the, it's not the biggest battle in terms of, men, lost and men, or men, participating, but in terms of turning point in the Pacific Theater, this was a very big one. Oh man, I love that red circle on the carrier. Flying over the IJN Kaga at the moment. Pretty sure we actually took off from the Hiryu. Pretty sure that's the Soryu right over there. And there is the Akagi.
Too much.
Huh? What did you say, Zeke?
You know too much.
Why would I be doing this if I didn't?
You know too much.
Shut up, Zeke. The Japanese were hoping for,
It's so weird hoping for the opposite team.
yeah, they were trying, Japan were trying to repeat Pearl Harbor with Midway. Complete surprise on the Americans, but what they did not know, what they did not actually know was the Americans knew that the Japanese were coming.
Yep.
And they had actually set a trap for the Japanese.
Surrounded.
No. Cover bombers from enemy attackers. From enemy fighter attacks. This is actually not true. The U.S. did not have many fighters up in the air on the morning of Midway, but there's the enemy fighters, so we're going to go after them nonetheless.
Enemy.
By this point, the Americans still had worse planes in terms of agility and firepower. The Japanese Zero was still considered the best fighter in the world at the point of Midway. And it never really actually got, it wasn't that the Americans outperformed the Japanese when
Windy
they...
outside.
Huh?
I said it's so windy outside.
I know. Hey, get away from my bombers, you dick!
Get away from my bombers, you American bitch!
I'm going to tell you guys right now what ended up happening to cause the Japanese to lose the upper hand in terms of fighters and aviation was they kept the Zero. They were just way too proud of the Zero that they couldn't get rid of it, and they ended up losing a lot of effort.
Planes.
A lot of planes when the Americans gained better fighters.
Did you tell them how it started?
What?
Like why the Japanese attacked in the first place?
You mean Midway or Pearl Harbor?
Which one started first?
I explained to them in the Pearl Harbor video.
Yeah, it was Pearl Harbor that was first. Okay.
Man, I am mowing these fighters down.
But either way, did you tell them why they attacked Pearl Harbor?
It was to, well, I told them their main objectives for Pearl. What they were trying, the reason they attacked Pearl in the first place was because they were they wanted to push further into Chinese territory, but they knew if they did, it would start a war with America, so they decided to attack first. To attack America first, and they were planning for the U.S. carriers to be in Pearl Harbor on December 7th. But they were not, because they were further out in, they were late to arriving. Okay, now we gotta take out these AA guns. Midway. Is it gonna be fun? So this is actually the longest video I'm going to have in terms of missions, because there is 3 missions in this set. It's 3 different missions for the Battle of Midway. So yeah. Well, every other mission has been 2 separate parts. This one has 3. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, Japan's reason for attacking Midway very difficult to explain, but the Navy and the Army worked separately from each other in Japan, as many other countries, but in Japan, the Army and the Navy hated each other. It's not much to explain by. They just did not like each other, and at the time, the Army was calling the shots, and telling the Navy what to do. By the time Midway occurred, it was, the Navy had a little bit more power, than they did, back when they first attacked Pearl Harbor. So it was actually, not the Navy's idea to attack Pearl Harbor, but it was the Navy's idea to attack Midway. And the reason Yamamoto wanted to attack Midway was to draw out the American carriers, which he believed were still in Pearl Harbor. Now, was this true? No. It was not. Okay, we'll fly back to the carrier fleet. I have no idea what said carrier fleet is. Because they're not showing me the waypoint. That's deeply upsetting. You know what?
What?
We got our, bomber boys I can just follow. So yeah, Yamamoto, did not want to attack Pearl Harbor. He figured it was stupid to attack America.
I mean, they're not wrong.
But the Army ordered him to do it, so he was forced to do it. And when he made that famous saying, "All we have done today has awakened a sleeping giant," and filled him with terrible resolve, he wasn't just saying, we made a mistake in attacking America. He was saying this was stupid.
Which was correct. But since he was forced into it.
So what ended up happening in the first attack wave on Midway was Japan did not damage the Midway's runways. So the U.S. forces at Midway could send attack waves, which they did. But what Japan didn't realize was the Americans had actually launched their attack waves far before the actual Japanese attack. So when the Americans first attacked the Japanese carrier fleet, it was the pilots from Midway that had taken off before the Japanese attack wave had come. Hence why there was no fighters at Midway when the attack did arrive. And they actually did not tell Midway what was going on. They wanted it to see... Oh, no, I'm going off the drink.
Oh.
I saw the bombs released over Sand Island.
Oh my.
Had to hug the ground as 6 planes released their bombs over the eastern island, and they landed close to my position. The dive bombers came out of the sun a few minutes later. They appeared to be IHF. The Zeros came in strafing immediately afterward. I saw 2 boosters trying to fight the Zeros. One was shot down, and the other was saved by ground fire covering his tail. Both were tied to his string, while the Zeros made passes at them. Statement of Second Lieutenant Charles S. Hughes, USMCR, June 4, 1942.
So, yeah. Japan made a mistake at Midway when they launched their first attack. They targeted Sand Island, which had... which did have military bases and weaponry on it, but they neglected to attack the what was supposed to be the target of Midway's runway. So that was Japan's first big mistake. But overall, the battle itself was a huge Japanese mistake, and I'll explain here in a moment. So, I'm going to explain to you guys a little more about what the Japanese mistake was in Midway, what the American trap for the Japanese was at Midway, and how the Japanese failed to realize until it was too late. So first off, obviously the big mistake for them was they were careless on radio silence. They continuously put out messages about this one single operation. There were many operations that were going on throughout the day, but they were very, very noisy about Midway. The Americans were able to capture several to almost all of these messages, and about 3/4 of those messages were able to be decoded, and that led to the Americans learning about Japan's plans of attack on Midway. Now, the next mistake was actually on June 4th, and that was not damaging Midway's runway. That was a big mistake. Either way, the U.S. forces had already taken off a long time ago. But even then, they still had a place to land. So it wasn't really a success, unlike Pearl Harbor. So Japan planned to had wanting to go and repeat Pearl Harbor. Now, the idea of Midway was... Yamamoto's idea for Midway was attack Midway, take out their runway so Midway can't send planes to attack the Japanese forces, await for the U.S. carriers to arrive from Pearl Harbor, which they were not in Pearl Harbor. They were actually waiting for the Japanese at Midway. Of course, they were not right at Midway. They were ways away for the Japanese to not see them. The Japanese did end up finding the fleet. No carriers, but they ended up finding a couple of cruisers and destroyers of the U.S. I'll get into that later. But another big mistake was Nagumo. Yamamoto entrusted Nagumo to lead the attack on Midway. And that was a big mistake. because Nagumo, incredible carrier commander, but when it comes to tactics, he's proven again and again that he is not a very good commander. Now, if Yamamoto had been with Nagumo at Midway, things might have gone a little better for the Japanese. I still believe they would have been caught out in the trap, but I believe that Japan could have at least escaped with one or two of their carriers. But Yamamoto decided to give Nagumo full control of the Midway attack, and Yamamoto stayed behind with the battleships. Now,
Did
whether
that ship get blown up, if I'm correct? That ship got blown up, if I'm correct.
The Yamato?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Long after Midway, but it did. Yamamoto wasn't even on it when the Yamato was destroyed, too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He was not on it. I can actually do that mission, too. So I will have a video of that mission out later, but it's a U.S. mission. It will not be part of the U.S. Pacific campaign. It'll just be a separate War Thunder video. But yeah, Nagumo, he decided even after they had found the U.S. fleet, he did make the decision to rearm all the bombers from land base to sea base, because they were planning a second attack on Midway to destroy the airfields. But when the word came that a Japanese scout plane found several U.S. ships, there was no carriers sighted. There was no carriers, but the Japanese found the U.S. fleet and figured that there must be carriers in the area. When Nagumo heard this, he knew he walked right into a trap. Now, Nagumo had three options here. Option number one, inform Yamamoto and try to get the Kuti Butai, which is the first carrier attack fleet, try and get those carriers the hell out of there.
Did you already do the mission?
No. Option number two was, and option number one could have been much more sensible, but not in the eyes of the Japanese. Option two was carry on with the attack on Midway's airfield, because at the same time, yes, a fleet was found by the Japanese, but they had still not found the U.S. carriers. Option number three, which is what he ended up going with, rearm to go get to go attack the U.S. fleet. Unfortunately for Nagumo, what ended up happening next was very, very embarrassing. Embarrassing and a huge defeat. After what happened next really should have forced the Japanese to leave, but they still had one carrier left. Now, I'm going to do the mission, and we'll explain more after. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Turn this up for video.
9 fighters from Kaga provided the fleet with air support. Their number was increased after a B-17 attack, originating from Midway. The Japanese launched the fighters that were supposed to cover the bombers during the second attack on the island.
So yeah, that was another mistake. After a bomber attack,
a big boom boom.
that actually failed, the Japanese launched fighters from that were supposed to protect the second attack on Midway. I don't know what that first plane was doing. It was going, it looked like it was going sideways. Anyways. So this mission is protect the carrier fleet. And I'm actually kind of upset from this because the carriers were actually moving. They were moving in a circle. But yeah. Anyways. This
I
is...
disagree.
So we got to protect the carrier fleet from the American bombing attacks.
The impending doom. Impounding doom.
There. SBDs. Dive bombers.
The impending doom.
Looks like 3 groups of 3. All together, but... No, sorry, there's 5 groups. As 15 planes. 15 targets. Let's do this.
Planes go bye-bye. That's what.
So the attacks on from the Midway aircraft did not work. They did not destroy any of the Japanese. Wow, that was bad. How am I missing this? So poorly.
Oh my gosh!
I am missing so poorly at the moment.
What? Did you just say?
I said I'm missing it. I'm missing these guys so poorly at the moment.
Why do you miss?
Did you seriously just ask me why do I miss?
Yes. I did. Why do you miss?
Not missing there.
Obviously. I see that.
Need to pull out. Being shot to hell.
Help. Help me.
No, wait, we're not doing that.
What? Did you just say you're not helping me?
Shit.
Wow. What a great friend you are.
What the? This guy has no gun.
What, is it the... Oh, are you being shot from behind?
No, not behind.
That don't look good.
And they're diving. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Wow.
And that is actually accurate. The Japanese did follow the Americans down when they were diving. What is not accurate is the dive bombers from Midway did not dive on the Japanese carriers. They glide bombed. They essentially tried to carpet bomb the carriers.
Boom, boom.
Come here, you little shit. Dang, I was just about to make the kill.
What?
I was about to make a kill, and,
What?
So yeah, what the Americans were doing was, they were just tampering the, oh great, torpedo bombers. Lovely!
Good.
Love it!
I know, right?
Because we all love torpedo bombers!
Torpedo bombers are the best, Luke. I don't know what you're talking about.
Go fuck yourself. Why do you have landing flaps on, you dumb idiot of a pilot?
What?
My man's had his landing flaps engaged. He was planning to land. My man's was planning on landing.
That man's an idiot.
I thought there was fighters up there.
Or he's just being stupid.
Or both.
Or both.
Oh my god.
What?
I got sniped.
Nice.
Oh, god damn it.
You good? You good?
No, not really.
Not really?
Nope.
Why not?
Cause I have yet to hit... I've only taken out one enemy.
Of how many?
15.
What the?
Make that 2. My plane is shot to hell. I am nearly out of ammunition. And there's another group incoming. Oh! Whoa, no. Bail, you silly pilot, bail! He's not gonna bail. My man's literally just went down in a burning plane.
He's stupid.
Why are you two so far?
Don't go down with your ship, except don't go down with your plane.
These guys are so freaking far.
Like, bro.
These guys are at, like, 10 kilometers off. guys are both smoking. Oh, hey, look at that. We finished the second attack wave of what will be 3.
Wow.
And now, it's a combined force. 15 each. 15 dive bombers, 15 torpedo bombers. Yeah, I'm sorry, but, if I die one time when trying to defend these guys, when trying to defend and attack these guys, I'm just going to have to, mate, you sound ridiculous right now. What is going on? Yeah. Dude, just stop talking. It sounds like you have something...
Something... Something what?
Sounds like there's a bomb on your end. I'm
Wait,
not
what?
joking. It literally sounds like you have a bomb on
What
your
about a
end.
bomb?
Sounds like you have a bomb in your room right now.
I do.
No. What? I just said it sounds like.
Oh. I do. Boom boom.
I'm going full power. I'm losing speed to these guys. Can't do anything.
What?
Said I'm going full throttle right now, and I'm losing speed to these guys.
It did nothing.
My engine has been shot massively. My only hope is really to just hope that not all 4 carriers get destroyed here.
They're going bad?
That's my only hope with this.
How many enemies have you taken out?
2 torpedo bombers, 0 dive bombers. Torpedo bombers are going into their room. Dude, you are making a lot of noise right now. What are you even doing?
You want me to stop this?
Yes, I don't even know what you're doing. What are you even doing?
Nothing. None of your business.
What is that noise?
It's Legos. It's little Legos.
Are you picking the stupid
Yes.
shit up?
Yes.
Okay, make that 3 torpedo bombers.
Black. Great.
Just took another one out.
3.
Yeah, so
You know, that's a lot right there. 3.
you want to know my personal best?
Sure.
All. This is actually probably the worst one I've had. At least none of the, oh, wait.
Sad.
Ah, shit.
That's sad.
I was about to say at least none of the carriers have been destroyed, but,
That just happened, didn't it?
no. Not yet. the dive bombers haven't made their attacks yet.
Oh.
And dive bombers tend to be more accurate than the torpedo bombers. I don't know if you can tell, but the entire carrier fleet is opening up with anti-air gun. We did it! We did it!
Strike against the enemy. Continued on board our 4 carriers throughout the enemy.
We did it! That's what I just hear from you is like,
I know.
we did it! We did it!
Well, we protected the carriers long enough, so I thought I was going to fail.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
So, that was the carrier defense mission. Now, what ended up happening during the Japanese defense of the Kuributai was they lost 3 carriers. All 3 carriers were lost to dive bombers, of all things. I'm sure the Japanese would say.
America.
The Kagi, the Kaga, Akagi, and Soryu were all destroyed in the
Hey, what are you doing? We're leaving. Let's go.
Get going.
You tell me to go, didn't you?
You know I don't
I'm
like
just going on
there.
mute.
Anyways, yeah, the I thought you said you were going on mute. So the carriers, those carriers were destroyed. Well, more like Akagi was hit, and it was a giant fireball. Everything was on fire. So Nagumo abandoned ship. He abandoned the Akagi, which was his flagship, and he went to pretty sure he went to a cruiser. I can't remember the name of the ship he abandoned to, but he abandoned the Akagi. Now Soryu imploded. It just absolutely blew up from the inside. So, I mean, unfortunately, you can't go view the carriers like you can with the battleship, the USS Arizona, but there are pictures online that you can look up from underwater drones or submarines or whatever they use to go look. I believe it took so long for them to find the first carrier from that battle. So yeah. It was actually absolutely outstanding how long it took. And I doubt it was I don't even think it was American. It might have been, but I don't think so. There are a lot of ships that took a long time to find after they were sunk. Probably another big example, if you're like in Europe, is the Bismarck, the largest German battleship. Pretty sure it is actually, well, back then, I don't know about to this day, but back then I'm pretty sure it was the biggest battleship in the world. So yeah. The attacks were very consistent. That was why the Japanese could not launch their second attack on Midway, was because they were dealing with U.S. attacks every 15-30 minutes. The attacks would not last long because most of the time the Japanese anti-air guns from the ships would take out the torpedo bombers, and the dive bombers would fall victims to the Japanese Zeros. But eventually the Japanese Zeros had to come into land to refuel, and of course that's when the actually well-trained pilots came. Now there was some mistakes from those pilots, because some of them were not as trained as others. And what ended up happening was everyone got confused and they all went for one carrier. They were all set a different carrier. There were 4 attack groups from carriers, U.S. carriers: Enterprise, Yorktown, and I can't remember the third carrier. Pretty sure it was the Hornet. I have to look that up. I'll get that info before we start the next mission. But yeah, they set 4 groups, attack groups, and they pinned all 4 carriers, and they assigned each group to one carrier. Well, they in the moment, everyone became confused and they went all for one carrier. Pretty sure it was the IJN Hiryu that everyone went for. Eventually, everyone figured it out, and the 3 groups pulled up that were supposed to go to other carriers. I believe actually the group that was...
Question. What 3 are we talking about now?
Huh?
The 3 what? Talk about carriers.
Just...
Are you ready? Let's go.
Yeah. Akagi, Soryu, and Kaga were all hit. They were put out of commission.
Idiots.
Soryu...
Especially the ones that just went for one freaking carrier.
Everyone did.
That's the thing.
Soryu imploded. Kaga was put out of commission. Akagi lost their commander. So all of those 3 carriers put out of commission. So that left only 1 carrier left for the Japanese. Now, what I believe the Japanese should have really done was just leave. Call it a defeat. But the Japanese did not believe. They believed that surrender was dishonest, disloyal, and they refused essentially to retreat or surrender. And Yamamoto was convinced that the Hiryu could destroy those 3 U.S. carriers, so he ordered Hiryu's commander, Admiral Yamaguchi, to attack. Yamaguchi figured it was a dumb move to push on with the attack on the carriers, but he did what he was told because Yamamoto is the head honcho at this point. He is the top admiral of the Imperial Japanese Navy. They prepared a counterattack. that is the final mission that we are going to do, and I'll explain a little more, but this is the longest video of this series so far. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the longest ever. So yeah, this is going to be the next mission will be the final mission after Midway, and then we'll be able to set our sights on the U.S. side of the Pacific Theater.
The west side of America.
Anyways, let's head on to counterattack. Here we go, counterattack. So, the Japanese lost 3 carriers, and they found the U.S. fleet. They found the Yorktown. They launched attacks. They felt that they... Here, I'm just going to pause this because it didn't explain it. The audio was not playing for whatever reason. Zeke, what are you doing, mate? You unmuted. For whatever. Okay. I don't know why the audio didn't play, but essentially, U.S. forces.
Look at the phone.
Oh my god, that's cute. That is really cute. Best I can explain it is, the Japanese were defending the fleet. What they did not realize was a attack force consisting of, I'm pretty sure it was 31 dive bombers were coming from the... Pretty sure they were coming from the west because they had gone off course, but they found a Japanese destroyer, and I'll explain why the destroyer was there. But they followed that destroyer, even though they were really low on fuel, and they found the Japanese carrier fleet, and they were able to attack. And they struck three Japanese carriers: the Akagi, Soryu, and Kaga. Soryu imploded. Kaga, I'm not quite sure what the fate of Kaga was, but I know it was put out of commission.
I hear you say those 3 names so many times.
And then Akagi had Admiral Nagumo abandon ship, and its deck was blown wide open. So all 3 of those carriers were put out of commission. The Japanese only had 1 carrier left, and that was the Hiryu. So the Hiryu sent torpedo bomb. They sent a counterattack. Zeke, you're going to have to mute. The Hiryu sent a counterattack consisting of dive bombers for the first wave, and they found U.S. carrier Yorktown, where they dropped a bomb on the Yorktown, which it was not the first time that the Yorktown had a bomb dropped on it, because the Yorktown had a bomb dropped on it in the Coral Sea, the Battle for the Coral Sea, where Lexington now lays in rest. The Japanese thought that they had destroyed Yorktown back at Coral Sea. They had not, so they thought this was a completely different carrier. They dropped bombs, it was lit ablaze, and they figured it to be destroyed here at Midway. So they sent out torpedo bombers. Now the torpedo bombers found the Yorktown in decently fine order, and they thought it was once again a completely different carrier. to the one that the dive bombers had discovered. So they attacked. Unknowingly, this was the point where the U.S. forces had launched around 11 or 12 dive bombers, once again, all damaged, but in flying condition, from the USS Enterprise and Hornet to go strike down the Hiryu. We'll get into that when we do the U.S. portion of the Battle of Midway, because that is a very big moment in the battle, because it was when the fourth and final Japanese carrier of the first carrier fleet was destroyed. Anyways, that's all you need to know. Let's get move on. So this is carrier IJN Hiryu sending out their torpedo bombers, us. So yeah, the whole deal is all the carriers except for Hiryu are now destroyed from what was the top 4 carriers in the Imperial Japanese Navy, and it is unfortunate to what happened. So now we're just trying to reach our flight leader, who at this point, these are the same planes that were used in the attack on Midway, and the flight group leader at this point, he knew that he was not gonna come back from the attack, because he was actually hit in the fuel canister on the attack on Midway. So he had a damaged plane, and all the time he was losing fuel. So he knew this was a one-way trip. There we go. I can see the fleet. Can see the enemy fleet. Alright, we're starting to drop a little behind, so let's go ahead and catch up. Oh, we got enemy planes. We got enemy planes above. Where'd the enemy carrier fleet go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Air battle at the moment. I'm going to just pause this so you guys... I'm going to set it so you guys can maybe see it a little better. Maybe not Z, because I might be damaging his sight of it, but... Sorry, Z, but you can go back yourself. Oh, that smells good, that pizza. Actually, I smell burning. Oh, boy. I have no way to attack, because there's no front guns on this thing. So I'm just going to have to hope that we got some friendly fighters attacking. Hey, what are you doing, sir? No. No, 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 no. You better not be doing what I think you're doing.
Alright, don't let it get ice cold.
Woo! Nearly collided with a, Gauge the enemy carrier. Okay, you know what that means? We going into a dive, boys. I don't care if this is too early or not. I'm escaping these fighters. Never mind, I have fighters following me. What the heck? Oh boy! Ooh, big flag, big flag. Oh, Yorktown! Come on, hit, hit, hit! Yes!
Did you just say
It was a hit.
you did not just say Yorktown? You did not just say Yorktown. Right?
This is the Yorktown. What the fuck?
Agreed. What the heck? It's a cloud.
Why will you not let me drop my torpedo at the Yorktown? Now I have fighters on
That's
my
a
ass.
huge cloud right there.
I have fighters on my ass.
Why do they just have this one random huge cloud? That's
I don't
my
know.
question.
I don't know.
Oh. There's a carrier.
Yeah, that is the Yorktown.
The Yorktown.
Yes, that would be the
Oh
York.
man. The Yorktown carrier.
Yeah, in fact, this frickin' carrier was attacked over 5 times over the course of the war.
And did it
And
die?
no, it never did.
That's
Believe it or
one
not.
Strong Yorktown.
Believe it or not, this one carrier was attacked the most amount of times by the Japanese Navy without them even knowing what it was, that it was the same carrier.
It's still lived somehow. Who knows?
I don't know if it's the Yorktown that you can go see now, in the
That'd be cool
harbor dock, but
if
think
it
it
was.
I think it is.
How many more times do you have to do this?
I don't know. Oh my god, I got hit in the engine with flak. And air gun. Flak just came and hit me.
Oh gosh. But what are you talking about? Are you almost winning?
I have no idea. And you know what? I'm
How
going
do
to
you
do
have
something.
no idea?
I'm going to do something very controversial here.
Don't do it.
Oh, I'm going to do it.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Bonsai.
No, don't.
I already did. I already did,
Do
Zeke. You
not
can't stop me now.
bonsai.
I already did. You can't stop me now.
No, you bonsai. You can't. Don't do it again.
I ain't gonna do it again.
Good.
What I am going to do is continuously torpedo this damn.
Oh my
thing.
god.
I said continuously torpedo it.
Continue torpedo Yorktown. See if it dies yet. It'll be the last one standing, trust me. There it is. Yorktown. The big boy.
I've hit the same side like 3 times now. Plus an
What,
extra
your
2
town?
times. Plus an extra 2 times on different positions on the frickin' thing, and it still hasn't gone down yet.
What, Yorktown?
Yes, Yorktown.
How long did they hit
Wait,
it
what
for?
What's that over there? Oh!
What is it?
I found something.
What did you find? Another carrier?
2 carriers.
Even worse.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to attack the carrier I'm supposed to attack.
Just dive bomb him.
There's no dive bombing with a torpedo bomber.
Hey,
Unless you want me to bonsai again.
kamikaze them.
Because I gladly will.
Just kamikaze it. Just kamikaze Yorktown. Let's see if it. That'll do it.
My rear gunner just destroyed a, Oh,
You
shoot!
only have one chance.
I still have a torpedo
So,
on me. Why do I
If
still have a
the
torpedo
plane
on
that
me?
you're in goes down, do you not get another chance?
Oh, no, I do. I just,
Oh, okay.
I'll have a chance wasted. No! I have no hit.
You are getting bombarded by bullets, dude.
They're not even hitting me. The bullets from the ships. Okay,
You're still getting... that one
the
did.
bullets from the plane that is bombarding me is hitting me. And I have no front guns. Okay,
Oh.
that flak
You're
hit.
smoky.
That anti-air gun hit. That one too.
And that one hit.
No. The ones that explode do not hit me.
No, I know. It's not what I meant. When it went red, that's why I said that one hit ya.
You know what? I'm gonna do
That
this.
one did. That one did. That one too.
At this point, I'm just destroying the
How many points do you get for this?
Oh, none.
What?
I got a plane on me, you stupid
And
gunner.
now
Why?
you're smoking.
It's because I got 2 freaking fighter planes on me.
When did they get there?
They've been there.
I know.
I'm just...
All you see is their face.
This makes me wish I had actual front guns, because I probably could just attack them. Oh, I have no...
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm missing a, left rear, wing plate.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I am missing... I'm missing a part of my plane. A part that is very important. Oh my god. How am I still flying this thing? That is the question. That is the question I should be asking myself. Oh! How is this thing still flying?
What is it? What happened?
I got now 4. There's 4. They doubled. The fighters doubled.
They doubled?
Yes, I had 2 on me. Now I have 4.
That's great.
Oh no. No. Oh my god, I saved it from going into the water. It's going to go into the water eventually.
Oh.
Or get shot by a, plane, yeah. That makes sense.
And now you're green.
Dive.
No. No.
I'm going over 600 kilometers per hour.
No. Don't do that.
This plane is going break, I swear.
What?
I was going over 600 mph. Oh, I'm so idiotic. Am I gonna do something about these fighters that are on my ass?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't help you. Sorry. If you're bad.
There, now
It's
my
not my
gunner is
problem.
shooting at them, finally.
Sorry, not my problem.
Attack that heavy cruiser.
That's your own problem.
Imagine I just land on it. Oh, for fuck's sake. My pilot got
happened?
sniped.
What happened?
I just told you, my pilot got sniped.
Good.
Wait, is that thing... How is that thing not dead?
Excuse me, what?
I launched a torpedo right into the side of it. How are you not dead?
I don't know. What about you? Why are you still here? Why are you still trying to live?
Nope, this is my last life. Holy fuck. Honestly, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Go yourselves,
what you're
yeah!
gonna do?
I'm going straight for the bridge!
Did you just kamikaze?
Yeah, straight into the bridge.
Did you do it on Yorktown?
Yeah. Did it destroy it?
Good.
No. And did I also fail the mission? Yes.
Oh.
I told you this is going to be the longest.
Like, are you still recording?
Yes.
So they can hear me.
Yes.
Dang it. I was gonna go out. My leg hurts, dude.
Alright.
I don't know why. I wonder how long this recording's gonna take.
Well, I'm also going to be spitting some more historical facts at the end of this mission. Plus, I'm pretty sure I know what I did wrong, because I've had this issue before, where it wouldn't let me
You better
destroy
win
your
this
town.
one. And then you're done if I'm correct, right?
Yep.
Well, for Japan.
For the Battle of Midway.
Yeah. Then it's on to the USA.
Nope.
What? No. I thought you said that was the last mission.
For the Battle of Midway.
Oh.
There's one more battle.
Which one? Is it the one?
No.
Or is that for the America?
No.
Cousin maybe on the phone.
You don't get to nuke Japan.
Why? That sounds. That sounds fun. Whoa!
They're trying to imitate our far superior Zeros by flying upside down. Just gotta follow the squadron leader. You boys are crazy for not going in for the attack.
Sorry, what did you just say? What? Did you say something to me?
They didn't go in for the attack.
Oh, okay.
I'm just taking out Yorktown's protectors at this point. Yeah, I'm really am just taking out Yorktown's, protectors at this point. Not really giving a shit about their, about the carrier itself. I don't know. Perhaps it would have been easier if I had the rest of the group actually do what they were supposed to do and attack. The enemy. And perhaps I don't be hurting this issue. Well done, Gunner. Oh, that torpedo really missed the vital point. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Indeed. I'm just going to say this right now. This is not how it went down.
Obviously, it's not.
I'm just putting my own little spin on this. because it won't let me destroy the Yorktown. For whatever reason. So, I am now just going and destroying, the destroyers and cruisers that are with Yorktown, and perhaps now this will be a little easier. Because I have all 4 of my lives, let's go ahead and use one right now. Into the bridge! Anyways. So yeah, now the carrier is alone. Let's go ahead and use that to our advantage. And continuously hit it from one end. At one specific side. Because now the carrier is all on its own. I'm making that very clear for only a couple of reasons. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I think I do prefer it to have been me doing a bomb. A dive bomb. Carrier just died. This really is the Yorktown, isn't it? This thing does not want to be destroyed. It wants to continue to live. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know how many times I need to torpedo this thing in the same bloody side. I'll continue to do so. How many torpedoes are going to eat up, man? Actually. You've eaten so many bloody torpedoes. How does that make you feel? Special? Looking for you. Oh, sure shit, don't feel special. Oops. Maybe taking an approach from this and we'll do something. Nope, it's just a hit. You know what? I'm going Tom. They didn't even try and shoot me. That or I was out of range. That. Alright, you know what? I'm done taking bullshit. Bridge! What the whip? Whoa, what the? You're putting me in back. Camera angle. That's weird. I don't know why. I just tried to bomb that carrier. It's a torpedo. But I did. It did not work. I don't even know how many torpedoes this thing has eaten up. You know what? We're just gonna crash right there. And then we're going to do the same thing with you. And make one final attempt to destroy it with torpedo. If it doesn't work, we'll just crash into it. Again. This is honestly ridiculous. I'm not restarting, I'm just going to explain what happened to Yorktown. Okay, come here. Come here, Yorktown. Kate wants a smooch. Right in the bridge! What the? That was strange. Rejected. No. Kate will not be rejected. Bridge! Why do I keep on going through it? That's it. I'm just going to go straight into the deck. Something makes me feel like this is glitched. I go through it, and this is glitched. Yeah, it's glitched. I wonder if something about this mission is glitched. Alright. Let's just get into the, yeah. Okay,
You know
well,
what's funny?
this has been the longest video yet, and I'm sure it will be...
Not the longest video ever.
It's not the longest video ever, but it's the longest video of this series.
Hi!
And I'm sure it won't, and I'm sure none of the US episodes will beat this one. Oh my god, that's so cute. Anyways, yeah, the Yorktown mission kind of glitched.
She comes in here, I'm going to show.
It was unfortunately kind of glitched, which is unfortunate. I did not realize it until I finished the second attempt. That's unfortunate.
Gettysburg.
Stop name
I'm
dropping
sorry.
Gettysburg.
I'm sorry, I have to. I like saying Gettysburg.
It's like,
The Battle of Gettysburg. Anyways. Ah!
anyways, so yeah, unfortunate, but what ended up happening in real life was the Japanese sent dive bombers out to attack the U.S. fleet. They found the Yorktown, they bombed Yorktown, and it set Yorktown ablaze. Then a torpedo squadron went and attacked, and they found Yorktown. And they attacked Yorktown. They hit Yorktown, and they believed Yorktown to have been destroyed.
It never got destroyed.
It never got destroyed. In fact, later
For
on,
some reason, it's invincible.
I'm pretty sure it was like a scout plane or whatever, found Yorktown, and it tons of different stories about Yorktown. Anyways, the end of the battle of Midway came at when U.S. Dive bombers came and dived on the Hiryu and landed a bomb right on Hiryu's deck, putting Hiryu out of
Did I already
commission.
do my reaction? Technically.
No, you have to stay. You have to stay
I
till
can
the
stay
end.
in this room
You have to stay until the end of the video.
forever?
No.
Till the end of the video.
Yes, and it's not going to take long.
Sorry. B, what are you doing? What is she doing?
Oh no. Oh man. So yeah, the U.S. pilots came and dived on Hiryu, bombed Hiryu, put it out of commission. The Japanese actually scuttled it. They torpedoed their own carrier to make sure that it didn't end up in the hands of the enemy, which is something that a lot of navies have done to several ships for several different reasons. Ships for the U.S. From World War II, like the carrier USS
Not the U.S.
Enterprise,
I thought
was
you were about
scuttled.
to say the USSR.
No.
Well, I'm talking about when they were.
You almost sound like you just said the USSR.
Before you say a ship's name from the U.S. Navy, it's USS. United States Ship.
He's about to shoot me again. No, don't smile. Don't look at me.
Guys, I have a question.
God.
How mad would you guys be if someone offed Zeke? Put your answer in the comments. Put your answer in the comments. Anyways, actually, I'm going to be.
You're not going live, sir.
I'm going to be reacting eventually to the movie Midway from 2019. Now, I want to make this very clear. Huh?
I've watched that.
Yeah, I have the disc, but I'm pretty sure it will. It's not a very good one.
Thanks.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We both owe each other some sort of gift for each other's birthday.
I owe you something.
And I owe you something. I don't care if you don't want anything, I'm getting you something. Whether it's an Xbox gift card or whatever.
It's been, like, 6 days since my birthday.
I don't got money.
Am I a good gift?
As a friend, yes.
Am I the best birthday gift ever?
The best. You're definitely 100% the best.
I am your birthday gift. That's what. Why would you offer your birthday gift? That's kind of messed up, dude.
Because Blitzo gets angry with Moxie a lot of the time.
You said Blitzo.
Oh no!
You said Blitzo!
The O is silent, okay? Okay. Great.
You said Blitzo. Instead of Blitz.
I swear, Blitz is going to come and shoot me.
You literally said.
Okay.
Okay.
Put you on pause.
You're gonna hear yourself
Put you on play. Yeah, unfortunately, I've still been recording through that, so. Yeah, I'm going to be reacting to a couple of the Midway movie scenes, particularly the attack on the carriers.
I thought you said Italian for a second.
No. I'm going to be mostly my plan is to watch Attack on Pearl Harbor.
Oh God.
Several attacks on the Japanese fleet from Midway, and I'm going to watch the final attack on Hiryu, on the IJN Hiryu. There will be boom boom. I'm going to watch it on here, so you guys won't be able to see the full screen. You will, but you won't have very good quality.
You could come over here.
Go fuck yourself.
What? It's a bigger screen.
I'd have to use this camera anyways.
So?
It's not going to have good quality anyways. And besides,
they will be able to see it more.
What do you plan on, like, do you plan on watching the whole movie?
Oh yeah, I don't care. I'll watch it again.
Great. We'll do that eventually. But I'm just talking about movie scenes for right now. I'd watch it
again, I don't care.
It's honestly one of my favorite historical movies. A little, it's still Hollywood, so it's over dramatic on several things. But it does show a lot of very important stuff. So with that, I say thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that little bell, get notified whenever I get no. God damn it, Zeke, you messed me up. I'm going to have to do my whole outro again. I'm going to have to start again with my outro. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that little bell, get notified whenever I post new videos, just like this one. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Just end this stupid video already!